Liverpool 2, Sheffield United 1, and that should have been Liverpool 2, Sheffield United 0. There is absolutely no way in hell anyone can tell me that that was a penalty. Now, before I get into any of the sort of stats or anything like that, very well deserved and very hard worked win for Liverpool. But I want to pull up a quote that I saw on Twitter during the game. The Premier League has officially confirmed VAR only ruled on whether the incident was inside or outside the box, not on whether it was a foul or not. So not on whether it was in fact an actual penalty, which VAR gave, not the ref. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, which you will do, of course you will do, everyone will do if you're a Liverpool fan, Fabinho got the ball just about on the edge of the box. But even if it wasn't, got the ball. He got the ball. There was Harry Maguire, was MMA, freaking headlock choking someone today, and nothing got given. And then that got given against Fabinho. I don't know what is happening with VAR and such like that. I really don't understand what's going on with VAR referees. But for it not to say whether it was a foul or not, and it wasn't a foul, there's no way that that was a foul, but only to determine whether it was in the box or not. And if it was in the box, fair play, but it still wasn't a foul, so nothing should have been given. Absolutely nothing. Anyway, Sheffield United, they go and put the ball in the back of the net. It was then always going to be a very difficult game, and it already was a difficult game anyway. Liverpool started well, started really electric, and then we got a little bit disjointed after the penalty. Bobby Firmino then comes up trumps, and after a Sadio Mane header, it gets deflected by Ramsdale, I think his name is. He basically palms the ball out right into the path of Firmino. Bang, puts it in the back of the net, and that is a goal for Firmino as well. Well happy for him as well. So happy for him. Salah scored a good goal as well, but it was offside. He was offside just ever so slightly, just mistimed his run, and he could have got a goal there as well. But pretty much straight away afterwards, what a fantastic header from Diogo Jota. Unbelievable header from Diogo Jota. I cannot believe, I just didn't expect him to be able to get a header like that off. And it was a beautiful cross as well. I think it was Mane that put it in. But absolutely phenomenal header. And then we basically had to try and control the game out from there. And we did. We pretty much did that. We could have had a third as well. I think that Salah hit the post after some really nice, beautiful work. And it warranted a goal as well. And it just hit the post and came back out, and he couldn't get anything back on it. But apart from the VAR controversy, look, I still think that should have been 2-0. But make no mistake, now I say this to Sheffield United fans as well as anybody else that said that is watching this right now. That was much more of the Sheffield United that we saw last season. Much more. Very, very hard working. Very, very difficult to break down. And then they have the options now. Ryan Brewster maybe didn't get in the positions that they would have wanted him to. But he will get that with game time. I promise you. He will. He will get that with game time. I'm glad he didn't get it against us and he didn't get, a goal or anything against us. Of course I am. Of course I am. But then when they were able to switch him out and someone else, and they bring on like McGoldrick and they bring on Oliver Burke, I think his name is. Burke is one of the fastest people I've seen recently since Adama Traore. Not as fast as that, but he was electric when he came on. Now, he might not have the finishing and that little bit of cutting edge when he was in the box, but he is a danger man. And if Sheffield United play anywhere like they do, or like they did against us, and they do that for the rest of the season now, they will be in a much better position than they are right now. I know that they're like 19th in the table or something. They've only got 1 point. That won't last for the rest of the season, because if they play like they did against us, they will do well. They'll do okay. They won't do as good as last season, but they won't be in the relegation zone if they do what they did today. So, if anything, I think Liverpool were unfortunate not to get a 2-0 victory there. I felt that we should have. I really do feel that we should have. I felt that Alisson, that caught me by surprise as well. That really did catch me by surprise. I didn't expect Alisson to be in the team at all. So when people were saying on Twitter and stuff like that Henderson is expected to start, I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. But we needed him. Oh my God, did we need Alisson. He made some fantastic saves. fantastic reaction saves, fantastic saves right up in front of him as well, where if they could have put the ball anywhere else, like either side of him, probably would have been a goal. But his reaction saves were fantastic, his kicking was brilliant, and it always makes me realise just how much I miss Alisson when he's out, but by when he returns. When he returns to us, it's absolutely fantastic, and I love the man. That bearded beauty, he is fantastic. Other than that, I felt that we did well. I think that the system that we were listed as starting out in was a 4-2-3-1, which is what I always cry out for us to do, but it was more of a morphing formation where it would go 4-2-3-1, maybe morph into a 4-3-3 a little bit, depending on where the players were. It was kind of like a free-form formation almost, with the base formation being the 4-2-3-1 to revert back to. But it was really, really good. Really good. Helped us control the game. And as I say, I feel that we deserved the clean sheet and it got taken away from us by a stupid, bizarre VAR and referee decision. Whatever happened there, I'm not entirely sure. Whether it would benefit us whatsoever, we need to be able to hear, sort of like in rugby, where you can hear the referee communicating with the video official. We need to be able to hear what's going on there. I also think that what needs to be brought in, people say that referees and such and linesmen and the refereeing teams aren't protected very well. I disagree. On the field of play, they have pretty much all of the power. If someone goes up to them, someone puts even a hand on them, they actually have, the legality to issue a red card. Do not put your hands on me. You put your hand on me one more time or even once, bam, red card. You're not allowed to put your hands on a match day official, right? Now, what referees don't have to do is if bizarre decisions like the ones today, like Harry Maguire against Chelsea, and this one today with Fabinho having a penalty given when it wasn't even really a foul at all and was barely, if not, it wasn't, I don't think it was inside the box. People saying that the line means that it's included as inside the box, but I've never heard that before. I might be wrong here. But why can't referees be questioned on their decisions? Like straight away, straight after the match. Why have you made this decision? Please explain yourself. Please explain what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. Referees are protected a lot. Far too much, in my opinion. And I feel that they need to start with the combination of a referee and VAR coming together. They both need to sort of explain their actions sometimes. And give a good explanation of it as well. And if things go wrong, there's a reason why that David Coote, or whatever his name was, who refereed was on VAR for the Merseyside derby, and I think he was the referee for an Arsenal game as well, possibly, can't remember. But he was taken off Premier League refereeing duties this weekend because of what he's done in the last week. Explain why he was taken off. Not just that the fact he's taken out the firing line. Explain why he was taken out the firing line. Is it because of these mistakes, or are you just wanting it to sort of brush it under the carpet and hope people forget by next week when he's maybe put back on refereeing duties? These are things that we need to have available to us as an option, not as a way and means of abusing referees, but to find out what their thought processes are, and also a little bit more of what the rules are in terms of like what is their thought process that they're following when they're making a decision. And the same with VAR as well. Something needs to happen here. Otherwise, there's just going to be so much more unrest, so much more arguments, so much more disagreements, so much more controversy as the Premier League keeps going on this season and forevermore. When you see VAR implemented in European games and like other leagues as well, it tends to be a lot more fluid. It feels a lot more professional. It feels a lot more like they know what they're doing, and the correct decision is 9 times out of 10 the correct one. Over in the Premier League, it literally feels like it's 50-50 every single time, whether it's the right decision or the wrong decision. And that's not how it should be. It's not how it should be. And I don't want VAR to take, all of the attention here, because we did get the victory. We worked so hard. After working so hard against Ajax midweek as well, and we had to work again so hard against a very, very tough Sheffield United team. It's so tough. Don't make the jobs harder of the players and the teams, and I mean this for every team in the Premier League. Don't make every team's job harder by making controversial errors and not explaining why they've been given, not explaining why referees have been taken off duty for a little bit. These are things that we need to have access to, not just as fans, but the clubs as well. Maybe the clubs do have this information, but it's been over nearly a week now when they've said that the Premier League has been asked by Liverpool to investigate the decisions made on VAR and why those things happened. Obviously because of the injuries that happened to Thiago and the big injury that happened to Virgil van Dijk. I think they should have been inquired anyway, even if there were no injuries. But there's still been no response to that as yet, why these decisions have been made. So, I don't understand it. I'm very, very glad that Liverpool went out there and got the victory. Obviously, so happy. I'm always happy whenever Liverpool win. But I'm hoping that obviously Liverpool will always work hard, but hopefully they've only got 11 men to face and it's not 12 men and the VAR. And that goes for every other team as well. Every other team is suffering against this as well. It's not just Liverpool. Every other team in the Premier League is suffering against this. And it's not right. It's really, really not right. And the fact that these guys don't have to be made accountable, the referees and the people behind them, it's not right in my opinion. But that is it for now anyway. If I'm thinking of a man of the match, ooh, this is interesting. Who am I thinking of a man of the match? I kind of think I'm leaning towards Jordan Henderson. I think that his drive throughout the whole game really helped Liverpool get over the line in this one. His leadership, that was very, very key in this game and keeping the team together and moving forward, and his balls forward as well, his runs. He was so full of everything tonight. He was full of running, he was full of good passes, good ability in what he was doing and helping the team as the captain that he is. I'm giving it to Jordan Henderson for me. That's my opinion anyway. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do like it and get your comments in the comment section below as well. Feel free to subscribe if you would like to as well. Thank you once again. Have a great rest of the evening and also enjoy your Sunday, whatever you are doing. Remember, I think the clocks go forward if you're in the UK tonight, 2 a.m. So I think we lose an hour. So it's not going to be 2 a.m. It'll be 3 a.m. So remember, clocks go forward. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you later.